Shri Nadanam Madeshi Arika Chanatra Babaji Swami Tampanam Shri Ranga Nityananda Shirvaita Chandra Gadadhar Shivasi Gaurabhakti Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare.
Jai Jai Shri Radhe. So today is Advaita Prabhu's appearance day, Advaita Saptami, in 2026. And it's very interesting that he appeared today, because in Hindi calendar, today is called Acharya Saptami. Acharya Saptami or Arogya Saptami. It's also called Ras Saptami, because it's the birthday of Surya Dev. So, in Puranas, there's many descriptions of this holy day of Magh Mas Shukla Saptami, 7th day of the waxing moon of the month of Magh. And it's a very auspicious day to bathe in Yamuna or Radhakund, because one who bathes today gets good health and long life by the mercy of Surya Narayan. So, it's interesting because Advaita appeared on this day, and he came to primarily remove the disease. So this is Arogya Saptami in Hindi. Arogya means freedom from disease. Rogya means disease. So the disease is material attachment, bodily identification, and ignorance and ignoring the existence, reality of Bhagavan Sri Krishna. So his whole life mission of 125 years, he lived for 125 years, was to dispel ignorance. He was known as an Acharya, Advaita Acharya, because he was a teacher. He appeared 52 years before Lord Chaitanya, and when he came to, as every avatar comes to this world, he comes to establish Dharma. What's the verse from Gita?
Yada yada hi dharmasya
glanirvati bhavata vitanam dharmasya tadapanam shridhamyam. Every avatar that comes here in his own individual, unique way establishes Sanatana Dharma, the Dharma of worshipping Vishnu and attaining perfection and getting moksha and going to the spiritual world. So Advaita taught the Dharma for this age. What is the Dharma for Kali Yuga?
Sankirtana.
Kali Yuga Yuga Dharma Namara Prachara. Tati Lagi Pita Varna Chaitanya Avatar. Chaitanya Avatar came as a golden avatar to preach Nam Sankirtan. Kali Yuga Yuga Dharma Namara Prachara. He came to do Nam Prachara. So what did Advaita Acharya come to do? He came 52 years before Lord Chaitanya and preached Nam Bhajan everywhere and preached Bhagavatam everywhere. He had thousands of devotees, disciples in West Bengal. He was very popular and famous Acharya in the 15th century. But the one thing that distinguishes Advaita Acharya more than anything is the power of karuna, power of compassion. And this is the one lesson, the main lesson we should learn from Advaita Acharya is compassion. It's severely lacking in this age of Kali, is compassion and love and concern for others. How do I say, why am I saying that Advaita Acharya represents the embodiment of compassion? Because he's a combination of two avatars. He's a combination of Shiva and Mahavishnu. So Mahavishnu and Shiva are directly connected to the living entities of this material universe. Every living entity is expanded from Mahavishnu to begin with. Every jiva tattva, every tatastha shakti is expanded from Mahavishnu. And he goes back into Mahavishnu at the time of annihilation by the mercy of Shiva. So manifestation and annihilation are both under the control of Advaita Acharya in the form of Mahavishnu and Shiva. But the process of manifestation and the process of annihilation or extinction, pralaya, destruction of the universe, is all a show of compassion. Advaita Acharya was trying to spread Nam Sankirtan and Sanatana Dharma, Yuga Dharma, Bhakti Dharma, as best he could, but he felt he couldn't be successful as he wanted to be. So he had so much love and so much compassion for the fallen souls. He was preaching to everyone. He initiated anyone. He didn't care whether they're high or low. He didn't care about social status. He was a forerunner of Lord Chaitanya's disregard for caste distinction. Lord Chaitanya was a great advocate of individual freedom of every living entity. Everyone is entitled to Bhakti Bhajan. Everyone is entitled to moksha, regardless of gender, or varna, or ashram, or color, or skin, or anything. So, but before that, when Chaitanya came, the way the Acharya came and did all the same things. He initiated the biographies describing the life story of Advaita Acharya. There are 7 or 8 different biographies. They describe how he initiated Haridas Thakur. Externally, he appeared in a Muslim family, but it's generally referred to in Chaitanya Bhagavat as called Brahma Haridas. He was called Brahma Haridas because he's Brahma's form and to get, you could say, forgiven from Krishna for offending Krishna for stealing his cows, coward boys and calves. So he came as Haridas to get the mercy of Advaita Acharya and also Lord Chaitanya. So when he approached Advaita Acharya, he was attending Lord Advaita Acharya's Bhagavatam classes, and then he asked for initiation, and he recounted that Haridas Thakur was initiated by Advaita Acharya. He was initiated in Nam and Gopal mantra. He also gave him Vairagya of age. He gave him Kopin. Kopin is the symbol of Vairagya. We say Sannyas Kopin, Babaji Kopin. It means Vairagya, a detached person. So he couldn't be successful as he wanted to, so he started praying Krishna out of his loving compassion. What brought Lord Chaitanya here? We say, like attracts like. Birds of a feather flock together. So the immense compassion of Advaita Acharya attracted the ocean of compassion, Radharani. Radharani is known as Karunamayi, Karuna Sindhu. She is an ocean of compassion. Karunamayi Radharani, Karuna Sindhu Radharani. And so, but Advaita Acharya was also so much Karuna, but his Karuna wasn't sufficient to attract all the conditioned souls. The scholars and Pandits and Karmakanda Brahmins of Navadvip and of Bengal were not interested in Bhakti Marg. Were not attracted to Sanatana Dharma. They were interested in Dharma, art, and Kam. That's it. Chaitanya Bhagavat explains how people are spending millions of rupees on weddings and Devi Puja and Tantric Puja and rituals to get power and influence and control the inner world. So Advaita Acharya was very unhappy. So by his puja of Shalagram Puja and worshipping Ganga Devi, then he attracted the compassion of Radharani, who came in the form of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came and brought the whole ocean of Radharani's heart to this material world to save everyone. Namo Mahavadanyaya Krishna Prem Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Name Goswami. So the Karuna of Advaita Acharya attracted the Karuna of Radharani and Krishna, and that combined Karuna came as Golden Avatar Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So I was just reflecting that being a follower of Advaita Acharya, being a member of Gaudiya Vaishnava Sampradaya, we see different members of Panchatattva representing different qualities. The primary quality of Advaita Acharya is humility, seva bhav for Lord Gauranga, and compassion. He was the most humble person, and he was so surrendered to Lord Chaitanya. He loved Lord Chaitanya. Lord Chaitanya always regarded him as Guru, always regarded him as Acharya, as senior, as Guru Jan, because he was elder and he was respected, and he was a famous Brahmin preacher, Acharya. So Lord Chaitanya always offered respect, offered worship to Advaita. Advaita didn't like that, so he made arrangements so Lord Chaitanya would punish him, just to get his mercy. Anyway, well, I selected some passages from Advaita Prakash, which is a biography of Advaita Prabhu, and we'll read some of those entries here. Because they're written by a person who lived with Advaita for 65 years, or longer, I don't know. Ishan Nagar, who came as a young boy to serve Advaita, and eventually he became 75 years old. And Advaita was wrapping up his pastimes, and he told Ishan Nagar he should get married. It's never too late to start. That's pretty late to get going, but I guess he got also a blessing. He got married from Advaita and a blessing for long life. Because Advaita lived for 125 years. We don't know the life. I don't know how long Ishan Nagar lived, but he lived long enough to produce children and etc. So he wrote. He was an eyewitness account of most of everything he wrote in his book called Advaita Prakash, which is. We'll read from that now. This is a pastime, or an anecdote, you say pastime, with Haridas Thakur and Acharya. Acharya said that Prahlad Maharaj and Lord Brahma combined together in the form of Haridas Thakur. Although he was born in the house, Haridas Thakur was born in the house of a Yavana. What is a Yavana? One is outside Varnashram Dharma. Generally, it's not just necessarily refers to a religious affiliation. It just means not connected to Varnashram Dharma. When he was brought up, in the house of a Yavana, what did he eat? Does anyone have any idea what he ate?
Meat?
Eat.
Meat.
Food.
Meat?
No.
Okay.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear you.
That's okay.
What was his daily food?
Fruits.
Wrong. What did you say?
Fruits. Said fruits.
Fruits. Close.
Nuts.
Mango.
Flowers.
Now, name your favorite fruits. Milk, dude, Hara, what do you call it? The guy who drinks only milk. The flour means he eats only milk. Dudhara. Dudhara. He only drank milk. That's all. As a baby, as a boy, as a young man. So, Brahma Haridas was born with the memory of his previous life. So he remembered that he was Prahlad Maharaj. He remembered that he was Brahma. He left home when he was 5 years old. That's a good time to get moving. But what's going to happen if AK leaves house? Maybe some people crying. He comes here and tells me not to tell his parents where he is. What he's supposed to do then. He had a very auspicious body with long arms and a radiant, effulgent body. Everyone recognized, Advaita recognized him as an avatar of Brahma. Haridas stayed with Advaita and studied Sanskrit grammar and Sahitya, literature. Haridas' glories are unlimited. He could remember anything just by hearing it. What's that called? Shrutidara. What we aren't. What we aren't. He is, we aren't. Too bad. Better luck next time. Okay, that's what I did for that one. Okay, let's see what else we have. It's getting cold on here, huh? It's spring, believe it or not. 2 days ago it was the Sun Panchami. Usually I find the Sun Panchami is the coldest day of the winter. I've been here for 39 years since Vrindavan, and every day is the Sun Panchami. Oh, and winter's over, it's spring. It's the coldest day. So this is the manifestation of Madan Mohan. Who's Madan Mohan?
Madan Gopal.
Madan Mohan is the Thakurji of Stan Goswami, who is now where? Crowley, which is Rajasthan, Crowley. So how did he manifest? Let's find out. Advaita Acharya came to visit Braj Mandal, and he rolled in the dust of Vrindavan, glorifying its spiritual qualities. When he saw Govardhan Hill, he became overcome with ecstasy. And later he went to Vrindavan and slept under a banyan tree by the banks of the Yamuna near Keshighat. In a dream, Krishna appeared to him. Krishna appeared dancing and playing the flute. Seeing this in his dream, Advaita became ecstatic with bliss and started dancing in his dream with his arms upraised. That's a nice dream. And Krishna spoke to Advaita Acharya. He said, look, my divine Murti form named Madan Mohan is situated in one kunja by Dvasaditya Tila. He's hidden underground. Previously, this deity of Madan Mohan was served by who in Mathura in Krishna Lila?
In Krishna Lila.
What do you say? No, not served. He established he didn't serve. Madan Mohan, everyone with me on the same page? Thakurji Madan Mohan. That deity was manifested to who in Krishna Lila and worshipped by whom? What's the answer, kids? Kucha, your favorite girlfriend. Yes. Kucha, bless her heart. She couldn't get enough of Krishna, so she got a mercy. Because Krishna spent an afternoon in her bedroom, but she wanted more. So he said, later, Jack. He came to Vrindavan, and that's her hanging. So she got a mercy. So you got a mercy worship Madan Mohan. The Cupid, the supreme bewilderer. You can imagine somebody named Kucha would name her deity Madan Mohan. But what did she do as soon as she became beautiful? Pull the dhoti off, pull Krishna's dhoti off. You hear what I said?
Yeah.
Compra di caldo. Rips it right off in the public street in front of the counterboys. Krishna doesn't mind getting his dhoti pulled off. It's okay in the kunja. And midnight. But in broad daylight at 12 o'clock in the afternoon in Mathura, in front of all your friends, that's called embarrassment. Nothing worse than being embarrassed in front of your friends. And you're playing cricket with your friends, and your pants fall down. Why your friends gonna make them? You have polka dot underwear. What a crazy guy. You know, there's two things worse than death. Two things are worse than death. One is embarrassment, and one is infamy. I experienced both. I'll tell you how infamy you can figure out. But embarrassment, we wear copins, and they have a little tail. So sometimes I put my dhoti on, my sannyas dhoti, my copin tail was hanging out the back with a dhoti. And I didn't, I don't have a mirror, I just put it on the top. And I went that whole yatra with 500 Russians. And the end of the yatra said, we didn't tell you because it was too funny. Out of the back of your dhoti, your COVID tail was hanging the whole time. I said, oh, thanks for telling me. It's called embarrassment. It's worse than death. So let's see what happened to Madan Mohan. So that Kushadi was rediscovered by Acharya. He started worshiping that deity. So then the rumors came, was spread in Vrindavan, that the Valencians were coming to attack Vrindavan. They were going to desecrate the deity of Madan Mohan. So they heard that. Then Madan Mohan disappeared from the temple. He disappeared. And Acharya went to see Acharya. He said, Madan Mohan has left. He said, I guess he wants to avoid the Muslims. But the Acharya was crying. Acharya was very upset because no more Thakurji. So he had a dream in his dream. Madan Mohan came in his dream. He said, I'm hiding in the Thakurji's flower bagicha, flower garden. I'm hiding there. So Acharya the next day went searching in the bagicha on the banks of Yamuna. And he found a little boy there, a little dark-colored, sham-colored boy. And he looked like Krishna. And Acharya said, who are you? Who are you? He said, I'm Gopal. You knew me as Madan Mohan. My name is Gopal. Okay, so I'll change your name then. So right then and there, he changed the name of Madan Gopal. So the deity of Madan Mohan has two names, Madan Gopal, Madan Mohan. When we read Chaitanya Charitamrita, Adi-lila and Madhula, Adi-lila especially, Krishna's Guru switches back and forth between calling the deity Madan Mohan, Madan Gopal. So if you call him Madan Gopal, that's how the deity of Madan Mohan, alias Madan Gopal, manifests to Acharya. And then later, there's whole pastime of how he ended up in Mathura. What happened that this Brahmin from Mathura named Chobe, Purushottam Chobe, had a dream that Madan Gopal appeared to him and said, I want to come to Mathura and be worshipped by you. So now, this Madan Mohan is very clever, a lot of dreams, and dream murti, a dream thakur. He appeared in a dream to Acharya and manifested. Now he appeared in a dream to Chobe Brahmin in Mathura, and left Vrindavan and went to Mathura. And then that Brahmin, Purushottam Chobe, gave the name Madan Mohan instead of Madan Gopal, because he had a son named Gopal already. Purushottam Chobe had a son named Gopal, so he called him Mohan, Madan Mohan. So Madan Mohan became Madan Gopal, Madan Gopal became Madan Mohan. Now his blood gets thicker. So he worshipped there. And then he has a dream, and then Stan Goswami comes on the scene about 100 years, 50 years after Acharya was in Vrindavan. Stan Goswami came to Vrindavan. He was doing bhajan on Dvasaditya Tila on the top. Bhajan Kuji was there. And he had a dream that he was doing Madhukari, begging rotis in Mathura, in Purushottam Chobe's house, and had taken darshan on Madan Mohan. But sometimes he would come to beg rotis, and Thakurji wasn't there for darshan. So he asked the Brahmin, where's Tuggerty? He said he's in the backyard playing with Gopal. In the backyard playing Gopal? He's a Murti, he's supposed to stay in the temple. Well, I don't know what you call him. Murti, we call him our son. He's my son, he plays the Gopal, his elder brother, in the backyard. So Sanat Goswami went in the backyard and saw his Madan Gopal, who's now Madan Mahan, covered with mud. He told him, he said, you're not taking care of this. So Chobai didn't pay much attention. He gave roti to tell him to get going. So Sanat Goswami was really worried about that. He said, next day when I go to Mathura with devotees, I'm going to preach to Purushottam Chobai. And he said, listen, Panditji, it's not the way to take care of Murti. You don't let him play in the backyard with your brother or son and then him covered with mud. You have to show respect and keep him clean and dress him nicely. Okay. He said, for you he's God, but for us he's my son. Let me tell you what's like. You tell me all these rules and regulations. So I'll try my best. So the next day, Sanat Goswami went. And the wife of Purushottam Chobai was making khichdi. And she was stirring the khichdi with her hairbrush, with a comb. She was stirring it with a comb. And there were two boys on either side of her. One was Gopal, one was Madan Mahan, pulling her sari, saying, we're hungry, feed us, feed us. And Sanat Goswami saw that and said, what the hell is going on here? She had her hairs all straggly. She was about to brush her hair. She didn't take a bath, didn't brush her hair, didn't do anything. And the boys went to her and said, we're hungry, please feed us. So she ran in the kitchen, started cooking with her comb, stirred the kitchen. The boys didn't care anything about that. So Sanat Goswami saw it and just left. He saw it and said, oh, forget it. We can't instruct these guys in rules and regulations. Archan Marg, Archan Vidi initiated, forget it. So then he was a little upset about that. He went to sleep. And in sleep, Madan Mahan came to him. Another dream of Madan Mahan came to Sanat Goswami Vrindavan. So seems like you're really worried about my love and care. So I'm going to come and stay with you. I'm tired of my khichdi cooked with a comb. I'm tired of rolling in the mud with my brother Gopal. I want a little change of scenery. I'm tired of city life with her. I want to go to the country. I want to bathe in the and play with the turtles and stuff. So you come pick me up tomorrow. So now, the same night, Purushottam Chobai had a dream. He said, go, and Madan Mahan said, this, that Madhukari Baba that comes here begging rotis, I want to go to Vrindavan and be worshipped by him. So Purushottam Chobai was very unhappy and crying and very sad. But to do that, Thakurji's Isha, Agya. So the next day, Snan came and took him back to Drazdi. So this Madan Mahan is really moving a lot. He was in Mathura with Kusha. They came to Drazdi. They went back to Mathura. They came back. Now he went to Karoli. So let's read what else. That's the story of Madan Gopal. Very interesting. Okay, let's see what else. Another thing here. A famous Digvijay Pandit named Shamdas came to Shantipur and met Advaita Acharya. He was a Shaivite worshiper of Shiva. And Shiva blessed him, the Saraswati will always stay in your tongue. You'll have Bhag Siddhi. perfection of speech. You can conquer every scholar in the world, but you can't conquer me. But Shiva told him that when he gave the blessing. So he came and had a debate with Advaita Acharya. And Advaita Acharya defeated him. And Shamdas was a little disturbed and bewildered. And he prayed to Shiva and said, what happened? You gave me a Digvijay fund and I conquered every scholar in every direction. I came to Shantipur, wait to smash me. Or he defeated me. Why did this happen? And Shiva told him, Akashvani, unembodied voice of Shiva spoke. Don't you know, this Brahman Advaita is strictly Harihara, Shiva and Parvati. That's why he's named Sri Advaita. What does Advaita mean?
Non-different.
Not different. Not different. Shiva is Advaita, Advaita is Shiva. That's why he's named Sri. So then, so the Brahmin Shamdas Pandit was a little bewildered by the identity of Advaita Acharya. He was a little incredulous. He didn't really believe it that Advaita Acharya was Shiva or some extraordinary person. He thought he was just smarter than him. So Advaita Acharya revealed his spiritual form to Shamdas. He showed him a subtle Shiva form and Mahavishnu. So then he said, well, I guess that's why you defeated me. I don't feel so bad. Yeah, but God defeats you, don't feel so bad. You have a conquest, a battle, and you get beat up, and you ask the guys you did, and he said, I'm God. Okay. So who did you lose to? I lost to God. All right, I beat everybody. But God beat me. So, okay, that's expected. Can't be God. That's why he's God. Okay, let's see what else we have. How did Nimai get the name Nimai? How did Guranga Mahaprabhu get the name Nimai Pandit?
He was born under a tree.
That's what some people say. It's also true. But there's another story. There's always at least two stories. Your side and my side. The wife side, the husband side. Which one's right?
Both are right.
That's experience speaking. That's the voice of experience. 10 years marriage, she came to that conclusion. She's right, I'm right. It's you win, I lose situation. Both are right, he's saying in public, but in private he said, you're right, so it's fine. In private he said, you're right, public, both are right. I won't press any further than that. I understand the conclusion. The way Prabhu gave the child the name Nimai. Oh, wait a second, there's some reason for this. Oh, okay, here's the story. Oh, okay. So what happened when Gauranga was born, he didn't take breast milk from Sachi. So that's a problem. Kids were supposed to take their mother's milk. So they have all kinds of doctors and Vaidyas and try to cure the kid and find a cause. They couldn't find any cause. Oh, Nimai didn't drink his mother's milk. Does anyone know why? Okay, be quiet. Anyone who doesn't know can speak. Fabricate something, make up something, just look smart. You're good at that. So, what happens is this issue happened. He said, then the baby spoke, because, he's God, so there's no problem with that. Because he said, Gaur said to the Advaita Acharya, because you're intoxicated with love of God, you forgot the rules and regulations. You gave Diksha to Sashi, but you didn't give Harinam first. You give Harinam first. When you give Harinam, you purify the oral reception of the recipient. It's purified by the influence of holy name. That's why the Guru, when he gives Diksha mantras, Diksha means Gopal mantra, first he purifies the left ear, right ear with the Maha mantra. It's said here also, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is telling the Advaita Acharya. So because my mother didn't receive the holy name, therefore I'm not drinking her milk. So Advaita Acharya called for Sachi, and he gave her the Maha mantra. And then he brought Gora and placed Gora on the lap of Mother Sachi. And Gora started drinking Mother Sachi's milk. At that time, Advaita Acharya gave the name Nimai. He said, everyone was glorifying Advaita Acharya being a great Vaidya because he cured the disease of baby Garanga of not drinking the milk. They consider that disease or some problem. So he said, no, don't flatter me. Well, I didn't do anything special. This child was cured by the influence of the neem tree. Who can count the qualities of the neem tree? Now, Advaita Acharya recounts the factual glories of the neem tree. You sleep in the shade of a neem tree, it will cure all diseases. What do I say?
To sleep in the shade of neem tree, it cures all diseases.
Yeah, pretty cool. That's why people who live in the village are so healthy. People who live in villages in Haryana and UP, in the summertime they sleep outside under the trees. Some summers I sleep outside under a neem tree. I don't know about diseases, but it's so sick. And the fragrance of the neem can drive away ghosts and witches. This interesting thing Advaita Acharya said, the roots of the neem tree, the mule, the neem vriksha mule, is the abode of Vishnu. Vishnu lives in the roots. They say, I read somewhere in Bhagavatam, I don't remember where, but trees hear from the roots. So when you're embracing a Kalpavriksha tree in Vrindavan and praying for a fulfillment of some spiritual desire, you have to submit your sankalpa or your spiritual desire by paying obeisance. Put your head on the root of the tree, at the base of the tree where the roots come out. Especially a neem tree, they have roots that are very close to the ground, they're coming out of the ground. We have a neem tree here, and your roots are outside the ground. If you put your hand on the roots and you speak your wish, your aspiration, your sankalpa, oh, Kalpavriksha Shri Vrindavan, please bless me in your Radha Krishna prayer. And then you stand up and embrace it. Because Advaita Acharya said, and it's also I read that, I believe in the Bhagavatam, that trees hear through their roots. They see with their leaves, or their branches. The tree is going towards a house and it bends like this. Branches leaning like this, going towards the wall of the apartment. It doesn't try to go straight because they can see with its branches these events and go through them. So that's how I got the name Nimai. The way to try again in Nimai. That's interesting. Okay. Let's see what else we got. This is the leader of Shesha Shahi. Who is Shesha Shahi?
Sankarshan.
Is Vishnu lying on another Shesh? Shai means sleeping. Shayan Lila, Shayan called sleeping time after sunset. And Shesh means another Shesh. So Vishnu lies on a great serpent bed on the ocean of milk.
This is the one I found. The Kong story.
This is so hard to hear and listen, but I'll try your best. The way to try went to Jagannath-puri, and drunk and all the associates of Mahaprabhu were very happy to receive the way to Acharya. They offered him respect and kept him in the front, and Nitai and Gauranga stayed in the middle, and the Kirtan devotees followed behind them. Everyone was dancing down the street in front of Jagannath cart. Some people were laughing, some people were crying in love. After doing Sankirtan for a long time, Mahaprabhu went to take a bath in the ocean. They were engaged in water sports. The way to, maybe that wasn't the ocean, maybe it was Indraduna Sarova, one of those other big lakes in Port. Near Kodisha was a big lake, what's it called? The Rangers. No, Indraduna or Indra?
On the banks where Bhagavatam used to be.
Yeah, the Rangers Sarova. Doesn't say here, but it must have been there. So I waited Acharya and Nityananda were splashing water. Then ecstasy, Gopal had to wait to lie down in the water. Mahaprabhu then climbed on Advaita's chest and then floated on the water. And Advaita Acharya floated carrying Gaur. So Gaur got in the mood of Mahavishnu, Advaita Acharya got in the mood of Shesh and not the Sage. That's pretty interesting pastime. You see this old guy, this young golden Brahmin lying on his chest floating on the river. No one can understand what the Leela they were exhibiting at that time. Brahma enjoyed lying on Advaita, just like Mahavishnu lies on the bed of another Sage. Seeing his wonderful pastime, all the devotees chant Hari Hari. After this pastime, everyone went to Advaita's house for prasadam. You can visit Advaita's house in Puri. This place where he lived is still there. Sri Chaitanya, along with all his associates, and seated out the Advaita room, glorified him in great ecstasy. I'll read one more in that passage. Good job. Every word is a song, every step is a dance. The water is like nectar. What to do? I'm not to any place like this in the world. This is about Krishna Mishra. Who's Krishna Mishra? One of the 6 sons of Advaita Prabhu. Number 2. There is Chutananda, the first one, then Krishna Mishra, then Gopal Mishra, and Bala Mishra, and Jagadish, and Swarup. I think that's it. So this is why Krishna Mishra is in our Guru Parampara. After Advaita Acharya initiated Krishna Mishra, Krishna Mishra initiated his daughter Subhadra. Something like that. Krishna Mishra had deep loving affection for Krishna and the Vaishnavas. The Advaita Prabhu offered the seva of his deity of Madan Gopal to Krishna Mishra. He was a Vyasa, and the Advaita Prabhu said, Krishna Mishra is a pure devotee. I consider him eligible to serve my Murti of Madan Gopal. This is all speaking of Advaita Acharya, glorifying his son. My son Krishna Mishra is a great scholar with clear intelligence. He's a storehouse of devotion, the crown jewel of all devotees, and always pure in all his habits. Advaita said to Krishna Mishra, Madan Gopal is the Lord of my life, my Prananath. He said, he instructed his son Krishna Mishra, after you give the worship to anyone else besides yourself, don't give the worship to materialistic devotee, to materialistic people, or Advaitin sannyasis, or yogis, or gyanis, or atheists, or non-believers. And don't give the worship to anyone who doesn't follow bona fide sampradaya. I consider even Vaishnavas averse against Krishna if they don't follow bona fide sampradaya, or if they follow bona fide sampradaya but don't accept Brahma. Because like the Bhava Sampradaya, the Bhadra Sampradaya, they don't accept Brahma. We accept them, but they don't accept us. We say we're Brahma, Madhva, Gaudiya Sampradaya. But the Madhva Acharya people, Madhva followers of others, they don't accept us. They say we're Madhva Sampradaya. We're not Madhva, Brahma. We're Brahma, Madhva, no Gaudiya. So Advaita Acharya is saying this, that even a bona fide sampradaya who doesn't accept Brahma, they shouldn't worship my Thakur. Also, all of Acharya's followers don't accept. What else is to say? That's it. Jai Jai Shri. Yeah, I'm supposed to end on a sweet note. What's sweeter than that? He's orchestrating the whole thing. Anyone who worships, who accepts Ranga as Bhagavan, I am a servant. This way to prove is speaking. I am a servant of anyone who accepts Ranga as Bhagavan. The dust of Ranga's feet is my food. Ranga is my worshipful Thakurji, life after life. I reject anyone who doesn't accept Ranga. Then Advaita Prabhu enthusiastically turned over the worship of Madan Gopal to Krishna Mishra. Obtaining the seva of Madan Gopal, Krishna reached over obeisance to his father, waited for with great excited love. So there you have it. That's Madan Gopal Thakurji and the Sevite of Madan Gopal and one little servant of Madan Gopal, me. I'm Madan Gopal Das. Vajra Savar Bhakti Ki Jai Jai